What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another legendary ranking video of the best legendaries in the game right now, the ones you should be investing in, as well as in the short term and long term in the future. So as you guys can see from my roster, what I've done is I filtered all the legendary characters here, and you can see it basically how it's grouped up is from combat power highest to lowest, right? Now, the reason I don't like showing you this and just saying, oh, high level, these are the best legendaries from top bottom, is that, generally the combat power doesn't necessarily matter of importance in this case, right? So in my spreadsheet in the description below, I do take time from month to month to actually recalibrate and take a look at, what is trending right now in terms of the legendaries that matter in the game. And as you can see, this ranking is a lot more different than what we see here on screen with my roster. So I'm just going to start things off here, just to analyzing my spreadsheet here to kind of showcase for you guys why they are the way they are. So right now, in terms of value, guys, the best legendary in the game right now, given the different stages, is Jubilee. A couple things. You can unlock her relatively easily, as you can see, requiring only the Pim tech. Jubilee's team is actually the only team that can function in the Doom 2 raids for the mutant nodes anyways. So that gives her immense value. She's utilized in Dark Dimension, as well as if you can unlock her early enough, just given her unlock difficulty, she can add value to the campaigns. And she's also utilized as a legendary unlock, Adam Warlock, the first mythic legendary. So that's really the reason she's there. This provides an objective analysis in terms of where they stand, right? Next up, we do have a tie between Shuri and Morgan Le Fay. And the main reason why Shuri is up there the way she is because of her revitalization being used in the Doom 2 raids. She remains to be one of the strong few options for defensive capabilities in tech nodes for Doom 2. And as well, anytime you have a character that has supportive capabilities, they do have more mileage than offensive characters, such as Gamora and Nebula, two very powerful offensive characters. But as the Infinity Watch meta falls out of place here and taking over by the Darkhold team, you're going to see that those offensive characters, although they do have value, they're going to lose their place because offensive characters can always be overtaken by stronger and more powerful attacking characters. That said, Shuri's value also comes from the fact that, she's one of the most easily accessible legendaries in the game, requiring Spider-Verse. So that includes anybody, symbiotes, Spider-Based, Sinister Six, any of the Spider-Mans. They're all utilized and can be part of that unlock, and that's really why she's there the way she is. It adds immense value, especially starting off early in the game, but feel free to invest in her because she is going to be a nice long-term investment, as well as adding value to the Dark Dimension if you choose to bring her up as well. And next up, I didn't think Morgan Le Fay was going to be up here right away, but, given the value, what she brings to the table, Morgan Le Fay, already one of the best legendaries in the game, top 3 for sure, just given her usage right now in the meta for Arena. She's going to be utilized in raids. I haven't experimented because I'm just still bringing her up. As you can see, there is a miscount right now with the shards, so hopefully they revise that and send out the correct shard fragments for all the folks. But as well, you guys, she's going to be a very strong Dark Dimension character because you can see even with her basic attack here, the fact that she has any attack that can scale health percentage, this is always going to add value in the Dark Dimension stages. And lastly, her event, being the first of the Legendary Horseman event, was very, very fair game in my opinion. I thought the difficulty was moderate. It was fun just to experiment. And if you guys recall, we still have the track record here for the Pestilence of review, right? But if you check here in the rankings, you can see the rewards. Even if you didn't get a chance to unlock her immediately, there is a bare minimum of 40 fragments coming out to everybody that participated in the event. So keep in mind, you may not have her unlocked right now, but with these fragments coming out, or if they've already been released, you should have access to her. So I just thought overall the event was well run. It was really players just taking in what their difficulty they were comfortable with and pushing as far as they could. So I just thought it was well done. Hopefully the remaining 3 events follow suit in a similar way, but I thought Morgan Le Fay's event, moderate difficulty and very fair game, especially for the free-to-play community. Now, next up, we have the 3 legendaries that actually tied for the ranking number 2, and that's Adam Warlock, Dr. Octopus, and as well as Omega Red. And they are ranked the way they are because of the way they're unlocked, but as well, just their usage as well in the meta. I think Adam Warlock's definitely going to be one of the ones that stick around for the top 5 for a long time, just because he's got a double stun, he's got an ability block, and he used to be part of that main Infinity Watch meta here. So, but as he's falling out of place, his supportive capabilities is really what's going to add value. He's statistically very gifted as well. He's got good stats for his character. and as a support, you definitely need that, especially in the meta where those offensive characters fall out of place. The support and cast will always have a lingering place, and especially with Dark Dimension, Adam Warlock can be used there for helping and assisting with the crowd control as well. I do utilize him in raids, especially when he's still part of that Infinity Watch in auto-attacking the Alpha and Beta raids. So always going to have value there. Dr. Octopus, you know, very tanky character, great support, but fallen a little out of place in recent meta just because, you know, his team's not really utilized anywhere outside of War. I use him as a slot in for the Technos or Doom 2, but he was also part of my Dark Dimension attempts too. But to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to bring him going forward just because of these new legendaries coming into play here, and especially factoring in Dark Dimension 5. But I like the fact that he's tech. I like the fact that, you know, he's got supportive capabilities for healing, and he can extend negative conditions. So because of that reason, he's always going to have value being a top 5 legendary in the game, but slowly falling out of place, so something to watch for. Omega Red still remains one of the best legendaries in the game, definitely top 5 for sure. Almost each of his abilities actually scales, so I do feel like he should be going up higher in the rankings overall, but the reason he is slotted at ranking 2 is because outside of helping in Dark Dimension and participating in some select nodes for raids, you know, he doesn't really add much value in terms of the arena meta. He's not used as a legendary unlock, and overall he's one of the hardest legendaries to unlock in the game just because he's one of the few that requires another legendary, and that's Nick Fury. And Nick Fury's, you know, quite pesky enough because with Nick Fury you do actually have to have 5 tree minion characters to unlock him, and those are all pretty much farmable or campaign farmable. So I mean, it's just a difficult time and process to actually unlock Omega Red overall. But that's why he loses points. Definitely see Omega Red continuing to move up just because of his usage, and as players unlock him more and more, that's going to get reflected in the ranking. So lastly here, as you guys can see, there is a significant number of ties here with Ebony Maw, Phoenix, Nick Fury, Black Bolt, Star-Lord, Invisible Woman, Iron Man, and Magneto. And just because they're all, although some of them are quite easy to access and early access in the game, to be quite honest, they don't have much usage in the game for the time being. And I like to take that I like to say that with a grain of salt as well, because I know in the past, whenever movies come out, especially now that we know there's a new Wakanda Forever movie coming with Shuri, there's obviously going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Potentially we might see some reworks for those characters, some much additional love, right? But they're the ones that we need to keep in the back burner for the time being, because right now they're not really utilized in other aspects of the game. So they're the characters I would hold off on investing right now with the changing meta. But for sure, when you scroll back here to the top, we got Jubilee, Shuri, Morgan Le Fay, Adam Warlock, Dr. Octopus, Omega Red. I think they're all amazing characters to invest in, especially for the time being used in more than just one game mode for your playing. So there you guys have it. That's my overall review right now for April of 2022. Thank you as always. Let me know what you guys think in comments below if you agree or disagree, but for sure, we always need to adapt to the changing meta. Hope this video is able to give you guys some insight and provide you with assistance with farming. Thank you as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.